Hello, and welcome to the Tarot Read Show, a show where I do tarot readings. My name is Dylan Nelson, and today I usually do my recordings live, but I'm doing this one pre-recorded because I'm trying this out for the first time. I am going to be doing general readings, which are just something I haven't dabbled in before. I like to be very specific with my readings, but the way I see it at the moment especially is very few people are going to stumble upon my channel right now. So if you happen to find me, then that probably means you were one of the people who was meant to see it. That's kind of how I'm looking at it at the moment. What you need to know is I want to try doing this weekly, and I am going to, roll through the zodiac signs, starting with fire, then air, water, then earth, and just go through each one. I am actually fairly new to the astrology side of tarot, but I have been doing readings since mid-pandemic. Is when I really picked it up during lockdown, when everybody was finding stuff to do, and turns out I had a knack for it, and now I'm kind of doing it in earnest a lot more now. So that's quick history for me. And again, this is my first time doing this, and I want to do a different theme and a different kind of reading each week. So I figured for my first time doing this, I will do some love readings. Why not? And I'm just going to keep it simple. As you'll see on my camera over there, my other camera, I'm doing a you, them, and an outcome reading. And that's just one card for, basically, if you're seeing this, we all have situations we're going through in our love lives. This is for one card for you in this situation, one card for them in this situation, and one card for what the outcome is going to be based on how you guys are, what your guys' dispositions are. So, pretty straightforward. And how I want to make these pretty quick. Maybe down the road, I might start elaborating on these more. I might draw, a second card for clarification in the future. But since this is my first time doing it, I figure, keep it simple, stupid. Or, there's nicer ways of saying that, but keep it simple for sure. And go from there. Yeah, work your way up. Okay. And just if you're seeing my readings for the first time, which is more than likely, I am more of a visual reader. I do go more off of what I see from the cards. I am really trying to delve more into the traditional meanings of the cards, and these are the cards I'm using. They're the Pause Tarot, which are, just kind of cat-based. There's a few dogs in there, too, if you're a dog person, but, it's just a fun deck, and one that I very much enjoy. Got it very recently. So, I am maybe a bit more a laid-back kind of personality, and I try to let that shine through, but I do take my readings very seriously, so let's see what the cards have to say. Again, very vibes-based, but I do know a lot of the traditional meanings, and I have a book right here that I can reference for the traditional meanings, but really, I am just going to go more off of what I see in the cards. So with that, let's get to it. Most of these I'm going to try and keep under 3 minutes, so I'll label it in the video, so you can just jump right to your sign, and we're gonna go ahead and start with Aries. All right, a fire sign. Again, I'll do fire, air, water, earth, so you can kind of get an idea of where to scroll to in the video. If you're an Aries, just stick around. All right. And how I do my drawings is I'll shuffle, and then I'll run my finger along the side of the cards. At a certain point, it feels right. It's basically just my alternative to the traditional, one traditional way is to spread the cards and then, pull it from there. Or you can lay it out the deck in thirds is one way I've seen. Some people just draw from the top. I go through until I find the card, the top card that I need to draw, and then I just draw the two under it. In case anybody was curious at all about how I go about things over here. All right. And remember, this is a love-related drawing for pretty much whatever's on your mind. I'm sure you're thinking of something. So, let's Let's see what we got for Aries. These cards are a bit slippery because they're new, but as long as I can grab the 3 that I'm supposed to, it's not an issue. All right. One of the cards we just saw a moment ago when I was showing the deck. I don't know why I put these cards on here. This is just wasting my precious time when I wanted to try and make these short. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. My picture's a little blocking it, but you, them, and outcome. Okay. So Ace of Swords pretty much always means success. So for you, I'm going to say, I mean, if that had happened in the outcome portion of this reading, I would definitely say that, hey, we're looking at good things for you. I think this maybe, the vibe I get just from looking at this card is more as somebody who thinks that they're right. So let's hold off on just assuming success right here, especially the lightning bolts. It might feel like they're coming out of the sword for some reason. I'm kind of seeing them going into the sword. But yeah, so 4 of Cups after that. Boredom, stasis is the traditional meaning. And just by looking at this card, that is, it adds up. This is maybe somebody who, you feel like maybe you're successful at what you're doing to reach out, and it's just not coming across, is the feeling that I'm getting from this. And the hangman there, just, traditional meaning is like waiting, sacrifice. But what I get from looking at this is the same cat who is right there looking grumpy a moment before. I think that maybe just watch out for what you're doing. You might be kind of hanging your partner there out to dry. Is the feeling that I'm getting, by in ways where you feel like you're reaching out and being successful at it. Whatever this problem in your life is, just know it may not be going the exact way that you're hoping. All right. This is the problem. Real problem with this whiteboard is how difficult it is to pick up the cards. There, yeah. I always like to put the cards back and set response. Alright, pretty easy spot to start. Up next, we are doing Leo. Alright. Again, another fire sign. So, again, whatever problem or issue you're thinking of, or just love life scenario you're thinking, let's have a look here at you, them, and the outcome. For the Leos out there. There we go, found the right card. I just always feel on the side of the deck until I get that feeling. All right. I'm sitting cross-legged and just getting a foot cramp. That's what happens. You don't sit on your legs cross-legged very often. All right. You, them, outcome. All right. some sort of big change is maybe happening. Obviously, death card there. Them as for the Page of Cups. I like how he's facing the direction of death there. Maybe this big change is something where they're trying to be emotionally available for you. The traditional meaning of the Page of Cups is like fun and socializing, but I am more of just a visual reader for the most part. And yeah, I do get the feeling of somebody who's reaching out with their emotions to somebody who's maybe going through change, which let's couple with the outcome there. This is a good card. It's like somebody who's being bountiful, who's the traditional meaning is just potential kind of for success if you break it down. But yeah, it's a good sign that whatever this thing that's happening to you, maybe you feel like it's big change and they feel like they're reaching out to you. I think this is going to go well for you guys. I think that things are going to be bountiful in there, especially for your partner, just because it looks like, they're kind of, if we take these cards almost literally, they're featured in both of the them card and the outcome card. It's like somebody who's reaching out and also then getting benefits at the end of it. So, yeah, all right. Up next is a very important suit to me, the Sagittarius. It's important to me because I am one. So I feel like it's maybe a little unfair because it seems like these readings are probably, for the sign that I am, will probably be a bit more stronger. I don't want to say accurate, but maybe accurate for me at the very least, more accurate for me. But I try and separate my energy in whatever way I can, so that it isn't purely a reading about me. Try and not make it about me right as I switch it to my big face on the screen. Perfect timing there. All right. Okay. You, them, outcome. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Interesting. Righto. Huh. Okay. Me, them, outcome. I say me because Sagittarius, but obviously you, them, outcome. I always get, I'm still kind of new to this deck, and the devil always has its typical meaning of you've really got to be careful about what you're, especially in a love reading, just be very careful about what you're doing. Like this card is applying to me, and I may have shit the bed somewhere, so to speak. I think that this points to some sort of mistake on the part of you, and obviously there is also the reading that this means that very much you're on the mind of the other person in this scenario a lot. But for the Four of Pentacles, like the Pentacles are a lot of times like about material things and wealth. The Four of Pentacles more kind of at its basis means stability, which obviously represented here by the balancing there. I very much get a feeling of a couple where one person is maybe making some mistakes and the other person is putting up with it and finding ways to make it work, and how that is going to manifest as an outcome is justice will be served. Basically, I believe that the stable partner and the stable person in this relationship will prevail. And so if this reading were about me, I am not in a relationship, so I don't know exactly where I'd be shitting the bed here, so to speak. Sorry for cursing so much, but so maybe this reading doesn't apply to me, and it is for somebody specifically out there. But yeah, basically, just be careful. I think you're probably stepping in a bit while the other person is playing the adult in the room, and they are going to benefit from that. Maybe tone it down and check yourself, and just try to make sure that you're not needing somebody to enact justice against you. Make sure that you're living your life in a way where justice isn't something that needs to come your way. All right. I very rarely do readings for myself, so hey, that's also possibly why the cards aren't necessarily speaking to me in those instances. I do very occasionally. Well, no, I do readings about things, but not necessarily about me. And if anybody ever cared to ask why, I would be happy to explain it, but we're trying to move things along here at a clip. So, up next, we are on to the air signs, and we're going to be doing the Libra next. And my brother is actually a Libra, I believe, so, he doesn't watch this, I don't believe, but if you are watching, bro, just know, good chances is about you. Alright, you, them, and outcome. So, very interesting, because we do have, three major arcana cards there. Sorry, moving my phone here. The Empress, the Fool, and the Devil. For you, again, I am more of a visual vibes reader. I see somebody looking comfortable next to somebody who is maybe about to start something. And the outcome seems to be possibly not great. The thing here is that it's hard to lay the blame on one of you in particular. I think I just drew the devil card in my last reading, and I promise I did shuffle very well. I get the feeling that this is a problem born of one person's comfort and another person's flights of fancy. And it's going to be hard to actually pin the blame on either one of you. You both kind of share the blame in this one, and you both should, I guess, kind of grow up a little, because the you in this scenario is maybe being a bit too relaxed, while the them in whatever this scenario is that this question is answering are maybe being a bit too just blasé and laissez-faire, to steal terms from other languages. They might just be a bit, sniffing their own farts, so to speak. But again, that doesn't mean that they're going to be the blame here when things go south. And I think things are going to go south. So, just watch out there. I have to solve this issue of not being able to get my cards up. This is just out of line. It's out of line. It's what it is. It's the right term for it. All right. Up next is Aquarius. All right. You, them, and the outcome of whatever this situation is. Okay. So I think that maybe in your eyes something is going on that you are seeking some sort of justice for, and I think this is something that you are maybe carrying inside that your partner isn't even aware of, because literally like with the second card, we are looking at the basic, pretty straightforward meaning of this card. Did I say that this is for the Aquariuses? I think I did, but yep, this is for Aquarius. In case I didn't, I need to get a structure down for these. Anyway, we're looking at a partnership there, and if you don't figure out how to resolve this, like partner, like if you feel like justice is what you need, then you may end up losing your partner here. I mean, even if you don't lose your partner, you may lose things in your life that are going to make it hard to keep your partner. Literally, the outcome card is financial loss. So especially if this thing that you are fighting for involves finances in some way, maybe embrace being your partner before you lose whatever the actual finances are here. Because the outcome card, we see a pair there. It could be that you two are together after this, but either way, that would make things a lot harder. So, just don't be too precious about being right and fighting for your perceived justice. Be a partner with your partner before things truly go south. And that is that, said the cats. All right. Up next, the final air sign of the day, Gemini. My sister is a Gemini, so it means I got two siblings of the air sign persuasion, while I'm a fire sign myself. Let's see here, Gemini. Oh no, I dropped my cards. Only a few. All right. That probably means about time to stop shuffling and get to drawing, he said as he shuffled a few more. All right, Gemini, you, them, and the outcome of whatever this situation you're going through is. And we just had the Five of Pentacles in the third spot in my last draw. And see, even with lousy shuffling, it would be hard to get that card in the same spot again. So it's kind of interesting. Excuse me. All right. So for this, again, I'm more of a visual reader, and this the Nine of Wands. It stands out to me as somebody who is trying to do well, who means well, especially in this deck. It stands out to me as somebody who means well, but who is maybe not exactly accomplishing the task the way they want to. I say this about this deck because that card is a cat who is trying to mop up water with a push broom, and he means well, but it's not going to get the job done. Whereas the Page of Cups right next to you is maybe trying to offer a helping hand there, and it would be beneficial to you to maybe reach out and take it. And again, this is 2 times in a row, Five of Pentacles, which does, its traditional meaning is financial loss and kind of destitution. If you continue kind of clumsily pushing this water around with a broom, so to speak, metaphorically, if you don't take control of your life and also allow this other person to help you, then you guys might lose everything. Typically, the Five of Pentacles is about financial loss, and there are a lot of cards in the deck that could tell me other kinds of loss for you. So I would say take the help, especially if there is some help being offered that where you could see it keeping you out of the poorhouse. Definitely take it if you can, because you might feel like you're doing all the right things and are doing well, but I think you need a helping hand in this. And because this is a love reading, I think that person is your partner, and investing in them is what's going to help you guys get through whatever this scenario that you're going through is. All right, on to the water signs, starting with Cancer. All right. Cancer sign, and again, this is a 3-card drawing for you, them, and the outcome of whatever love-related scenario you happen to be going through. If you stumbled upon my videos, very few people have. That means there's a good chance that whoever stumbles on it, it's for you this week. All right. I should change it. Not a bad spread. For you, we're looking at the Queen of Pentacles. The traditional meaning for that is a generous woman. I more go off of what I see when I look at the picture, and I see a luxuriating person. And I think that means whatever this scenario is, I think you maybe see it going in your direction, maybe. And I think you might be right to feel that way. I think your partner is maybe approaching whatever this situation is a bit more moderately than you are. This cat is pouring wine from one glass into another. It's, an odd thing to do, but in a way it's practicing temperance. Your partner is maybe kind of doing the same thing of not necessarily. Another term for it might be spinning their wheels. They're not necessarily moving forward, and they're waiting to see what you do, because it maybe feels like you have it all. You do have it figured out. Combine that with the 3 of Pentacles, which typically means like kind of your own personal talents, I guess, coming to bear, coming out. I think that this is a situation where your partner is waiting for you and your talents to really not bail them out of this, but they feel like you should be comfortable to solve this situation. So I think that you need to take the steps to do that. You should take the reins here. Don't be aggressive about it. This should be an easy thing for you. And if it doesn't feel easy, if you feel like you're going to have to steamroll your partner, then this reading isn't for you. It should be something where you feel confident, and when you approach your partner with that confidence, you are going to benefit from it. They're going to see your talent, and it'll go well for you. All right. Next water sign we're looking at is a Scorpio. Alright. For whatever scenario happens to be going on in your love life. Uh, excuse me. Six of Wands typically means like victory, so that's always a good thing. And if this is how you are, if this represents you in this scenario, then I do think I think it means that you feel like you are probably, I don't want to say winning, but I do think that you feel like victory is at hand in this, and that you are probably right. And the Knight of Pentacles is typically like it can very literally represent a generous man. I don't know if that necessarily literally applies here, but it is interesting that we see two people on horseback. I believe that feels like a partnership, and not only that, but it's like they're heading towards this wand it's being held out to them, and they could both be seen to be offering their own parts of them to this wand in return. And the Ace of Wands does kind of mostly represent like new beginnings. I always kind of go with the traditional meanings for the ace cards, because all the ace cards are basically a paw in this deck coming out of the clouds. I think if you both kind of put your talents out there, and you guys probably know what those talents are, you have to work together on this one, and hopefully you're already doing that. Definitely you both have something to contribute from this, and you both will benefit in a way that kind of almost feels like you're coming out the other side brand new. Like this is exactly kind of what you needed. Just again, new beginning with that. All right. Okay, final water sign is Pisces. Alright, whatever love scenario is going on in your life at the moment. Let us see a card for you, a card for them, and the outcome of whatever this scenario is that happens to be going on with your head. Alright. You, them, and the outcome. All right. I mean, I feel like this is a good sign overall for whatever this scenario happens to be going on in your life. You, I think, can see the fruits of your efforts paying off in ways, and this other person, it seems like maybe they are going on their own journey too, that's important to them. You maybe are going on more personal growth while they are working on an outward journey, and pentacles typically kind of represent wealth. I'm not going to go with a traditional reading for this, because it does mean a generous man. I mean, maybe whichever one of you guys is the dude here is going to, if you are a two-men relationship, a man-female relationship, if there is a man in this relationship who you feel is going to benefit a lot possibly from this, then this might be a good sign that they are. But just based on the vibes I get, because I am more of an image reader, going off what I see, I think that this is just a scenario where you both are going to benefit in the end from you yourself investing in yourself and watching yourself grow, and this person going on their journey as well. And I'm sure the journey does involve you or whatever. This doesn't mean that they're leaving. It just means whatever they're doing is going to be fulfilling to them. And I think in the end, the King of Pentacles means it's going to be fulfilling for you too. Yeah, easy peasy. Here's been a couple of negative readings today, so it's nice to get a happy one. All right. And now, finally, for the Earth signs. I'm only at 35 minutes total so far. Give or take a minute or so. Not bad. The next sign is Capricorn. And again, this is for whatever situation happens to be going on in your love life right now. That's one I've seen that last one before, but I just it always kind of makes me laugh. Okay, but I will say, maybe not the most optimistic one as far as the relationship goes, but maybe for you it is though. It's just not optimistic in the sense of the relationship. There are ways that I could read that last card just in a different way, but I do see it kind of as a finale, very much as a final card, a nail in the coffin, a sword. I mean, in the back sounds like backstabbing, but I kind of see this 3-card pairing as you being somebody who's moving forward, or who, once you finally make the decision to move forward, if you have some big thing that you're thinking about, it could lead to the end of the relationship. And I see them in this relationship. There's ways that I could read this card positively. I normally do read this card positively, but I see it as somebody who's maybe complacent, very comfortable, and maybe isn't going to make that journey with you that you're ready to make. And I think that them not being willing to join you on that journey could be what causes the end of this. But that being said, if you feel like this is the journey you have to make, then you absolutely need to make it. So don't let them stop you just because that could be the end of things. And I would feel more with the death card that it would be the case, but this could just be the end of your relationship as you know it. Maybe it will continue on in some other more positive form even. But again, if that was the death card, I would say that would maybe more be the case. Fact of the matter is, the deck has more than enough cards to tell us pretty much exactly what we need to hear at any given time. I feel like if you start getting into like 6-card readings or higher, it is kind of like, well, what if you did need the same card in 2 spots? But that's way, way overthinking it, because you'll get the feelings and vibes anyway. So, no, that's just a little of my tarot philosophy right there, I guess. All right, 2 more readings to go. We'll be doing Taurus next. And again, this is for whatever scenario you happen to be going through in your love life. I just go until I feel the right cards and felt the right cards. And what do we got? You. Them. And the outcome. 2 fairly, unfortunately, negative outcomes in a row. But, I mean, the first card, Nine of Cups, is a very positive card. It basically means maybe even right now, something very good, something big is maybe happening for you that you are I think you're probably, feeling yourself right now in a good way. Your partner is maybe seeing your success and kind of wondering what it could mean for them. And maybe they're wondering about your relationship in general, but also maybe you're the one who's wondering that now that you're successful. I think your partner is kind of in a limbo place where they're not sure what they're going to do with your happiness and your success. And unfortunately, the outcome of all this is going to be heartbreak. Who it's going to be heartbreak for, I'm not going to say. If it could definitely just be for your partner, if you're feeling like this newfound success is going to, maybe again, just I don't know why I'm dancing around it. You might be breaking a heart here. You might be getting your heart broken, but unfortunately, this good thing for you is sort of causing your partner to sort of spin their wheels, so to speak, and they're not sure where they're going to land. Either way, unfortunately, the outcome of this situation is going to be heartbreak. Simple as that. All right, final one. Virgo. Virgo, this is just for whatever situation is going on in your love life right now. Oh, there we go. So, it just feels right when you get over the right group of cards. So this is you in this scenario. Them. And the outcome. Alright, interesting. So I do go more off of imagery than traditional card readings, but I can tell you that the Eight of Swords does traditionally mean restriction, and that's very obvious just by looking at it. The cat's all tied up in string. You might be feeling kind of whatever this situation is that's going on. You obviously feel very trapped in it. It happens a lot in these kinds of situations, and being trapped is one thing, and you feel trapped, but I think that your partner feels like whatever this situation is, like this could be the end. I've gotten this card a few times today, the second card a few times today in these love readings, and in the outcome spot, it's a bit worse. Here, I think your partner is afraid that whatever is going on, you feel trapped. Your partner is afraid that this is going to be the end of it. And, that would mean you're not trapped anymore, at the very least. I think when we look at the outcome of this, the traditional meaning for the Page of Cups, like the very traditional meaning is basically kind of being outgoing, socializing. The imagery I see in this card when paired with the other two cards is you two will need to find solace in your friendships or in your outside relationships, and that will be what saves you both. That will be what saves you from feeling trapped and what saves your partner from feeling like this is what's going to finish you guys. You need to go out and indulge in the world, like be in the world more and let other people kind of help you get through these situations that a lot of the times we feel like with relationship stuff we do have to handle it alone, and that doesn't mean go out and spill your dirty dark secrets to people, to just anybody, but that, you want to live in the world and experience the world, and that'll help you gain perspective that you guys desperately need, so that you don't feel trapped and afraid that things are going to be on the edge and on the edge of ending all the time. Just try getting out. I think you guys will benefit from it. And that'll do it. I plan on doing these kinds of readings basically once a week, probably on Sundays. I might just do them on Saturdays after I do my typical tarot read show, where if anybody wants a one-on-one reading, I do that Saturday afternoons. I'm trying to consistently do it around 3 Pacific time. If you subscribe to my channel, I believe you'll get a little ding or something when I go live. Could be worth checking out. I definitely don't have a lot of subscribers right now, so there's a good chance you'll get your question answered. But otherwise, I want to do these readings once a week. I will probably rotate what the topic is. This was a love reading for this for the month for this episode, or this batch of readings, and then next week I'll probably do something more maybe about health or about family. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. But watch out for more of these, and if you like it, obviously please subscribe and share it, tell your friends, and definitely watch my main show when I do it live. Again, I mostly get questions off of Reddit, but people who show up and chat with me will get priority over that every time. And I usually only go for an hour, but if people show up and it ends up spilling over that, I could conceivably see myself doing it for 2 or 3 hours even. So definitely stop by. There's a very good chance that you'll get your answers. And that is Tarot Read Show, TAROREAD on YouTube, not Tara Reid Show. She's a fine actress from American Pie and the Sharknado movies, but this is the Tara Reid Show, not the Tara Reid Show. So, some confusion there. All right. Again, look for some more general readings in the future. I've been Dylan Nelson, and just please remember, everybody, be kind out there. See you next time.